This is the 2024 Rolls-Royce Spectre.
All right. Oh my God. I ain't got no reserve. I ain't got no management fee.
We're at one of the nicest buildings, a building that's for sale that has half of it as a bank.
Make an offer. Get him on the phone right now. I mean, who's the buyer? Is the buyer got dough? Is he in the business? What are we doing here?
We're looking at a property. It's 50% vacant. That means there's fat on the deal.
There's no fat on Ben Jr. anymore.
There's still some
48% fat, body fat.
There's still some in our company. Anyway, we're at one of the nicest buildings in one of the nicest areas, a building that's for sale that has half of it as a bank that is not going anywhere anytime soon. I think until 2104. I've never even seen something.
I got 5-year options. The one thing about retail is you never know. Nothing's promised. Yes, they have long leases, but in between those leases, they have options. Okay, so every 5 years, they can either exercise their option or not. If they exercise it, they go for another 5 years. If they don't, they pack up and leave. But typically, if you're dealing with a strong brand and a big company, especially one traded on the stock exchange, typically they're gonna stay for the long haul. There's no reason for them to move out unless something dramatically happens in the market that changes things. Now, I will tell you, a lot of banks are closing down their branches in areas that don't have a lot of deposits. This happens to be a very affluent area, so this branch should have a lot of deposits. So if it has a lot of deposits, that means it's got a lot of customers and they're making money here. This, as far as the tenant goes, is AAA. The location is AAA. But this is a 50-year-old building, and this is definitely a residential retail area. The whole top floor is empty. It's about 8,000 square feet. Who's gonna wanna go in there? It's set up to be offices. People aren't renting offices right now, but maybe we get a doctor, maybe we get a lawyer, maybe we have to sit down and make a list of who our prospects could be. We don't know. But if it's half empty, there's an opportunity to make some money if we get it for the right price. This place needs parking lot redone. And is there a potential for an out parcel? It has a very huge lot. These are all the things you gotta look at. You gotta look at the good, the bad, and the ugly. So who knows, maybe we'll move our own office here and sell our old office. I don't know. But the most important thing is, these guys gotta sit down and look at the numbers. Maybe we can even add on some property there. If you go through the lease and make sure they have no rights to stop us, and we can add on an all parcel like you did twice already. These are possibilities. He's got to look into it. He's got to read every word of the lease. He's got to look at the amendments, and we got to figure out what the income and the expenses are. That's where the real homework comes in. You got to sit down, lock yourself in a room with all the data and understand the project. You got to know everything, because these projects can get very technical. What you can do, what you can't do, how much money they got to pay, how much you can charge them, all these factors, and that's what he's got to sit down and do now. And after that, he's going to call me up, and we're going to sit down and go over everything. He's going to get a free consult. The question is, if the city would allow us to cut out an out parcel, we could be looking at $1 million right here upside, right off the bat. You got to know the entitlements to real estate. What can you do with it? If we can cut out a piece of this property here and say, okay, that's worth $1 million.
I mean, and then now you took
now
this
we're down,
to
and we buy this for two.
Now you're down to $1 million. And that makes it.
And then if you rent the upstairs, then you're golden.
Now you're like at an 8 cap.
More than that.
800. Yeah.
If you give them $2 million, and then you
sell this for $1 million,
and then you do it for $1 million, and then you rent the upstairs for $7,000, and you rent it for $7,000. Now you got $14,000 a month coming in for $1 million. You got a 14% return.
Earn on your money. Yeah.
Whether you're a big shot or not, protecting your personal information is very important. Google your name and see what you find. Your address, email, even your phone number. This information is accessible because of data brokers who profit by selling your information to robocallers, telemarketers, spammers, and anyone else that wants to learn more about you. That's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. Aura will identify data brokers that are exposing your information and automatically opt out requests on your behalf. They'll even opt you out of junk mail and telemarketing lists. All that crap we don't need. Aura is an identity theft protection, fraud monitoring, password manager, all in one app, baby. They monitor the dark web for information like your social security number, address, even bank accounts, and will alert you fast. I don't know if you saw this, but AT&T revealed that over 73 million customer records were released on the dark web. They recommend those affected use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. Go to aura.com/Ben Mallah and you can get a 2-week free trial and see how many data brokers are sharing your information. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. Now back to the program. We stopped at the hotel to grab some lunch, and Vincent had a broker on the phone with a potential buyer. Reserve. Reserve is for motherfuckers that ain't got shit. That's what a reserve is. I ain't got no reserve. I ain't got no management fee because I ain't got it.
But he said the number's gonna definitely have. He said the number's definitely gonna have a 4 on the front of it, but
fine.
He's working on it.
Make me a fucking offer.
I told him 50.
Get him on the phone right now.
50.
Get that motherfucker on the phone right now. I'm sick of your bullshit. You don't know how to just put people in their place.
Well, because
you
you're talking about 40 million. You're talking about reserves. You're talking about management fees.
Fine, get him on the phone. Well, you better start learning, buddy. You better start learning quick. You know why? Because my ass is out of here. So you better get this shit under your belt.
I got it. I just
you ain't
like
got
to
it.
Jump to conclusions and jump to this before I check.
I'm teaching you this one time. Now, from now on, you can do it. Get him on the phone. Gosh. What's happening is we're here at the Tampa Sheraton, getting ready for the show, baby. We got nice, great people coming to town, and I need them. You know why? Because every day I'm surrounded by pain in the asses, baby. Here comes Katarina.
Hey, Tim. How's it going?
Good, man.
Hey, just a second. I got my dad with me, and he just wanted to talk to you a little bit.
What's up, Ben? How are you?
I don't know. So what's up? All right, so Vincent already told me basically, that's not doing. Vincent basically, I mean, you seen our operating? I mean, what do you got? You're a broker trying to sell it? Too loud in here.
I'm a broker trying to sell it. I have an interested buyer. The buyer's first 2 complaints were that the NOI you guys calculated didn't contain
That's right.
a management fee and reserves.
Okay, I understand completely. But basically, I mean, add in a management fee because we self-manage.
Understood.
All right? We don't need reserves because we got money. We just pumped $7 million into this place. We talking about the
You got 4
fucking freezing in here. So basically, it is what it is. We just did the PIP. Okay, we're finishing up the last couple of things, waiting for some furniture to come in, and basically add in a management fee. I don't do placement reserves because I don't need to. And make me the best offer you can, and that's it. If the buyer's qualified, and if I can swallow the number, then we'll swallow it. Hello?
Hold on, it hung up
What'd
for
you do?
like a second. It hung up for a second.
Oh my God, he's still on the phone.
Stop! I just answered it again.
I'm freezing in a freezer right now with the fucking vegetables.
freezer to stand
and he
in.
cuts the fucking phone off.
Uh-oh.
And here's the chef.
Hello?
We had to find a quiet spot, but it's freezing
We
in
lost
here.
service because we're in the freezer.
Oh, we lost service. We're in the freezer.
Quietest place in the kitchen.
The last thing they asked me was whether or not the hotel could be delivered without a flag.
No. Can't be delivered without a flag. It costs too much of their money. It'll probably cost an extra, I don't know. They have a formula you have to go by. Probably about a few $1 million.
Right.
So basically, have you done a tour of the place? Have you done a tour? Have you showed,
I've been in it personally, and
I mean, who's the buyer? Is the buyer got dough? Is he in the business?
the buyers,
Okay.
they own several hotels. I had them sign an NDA, and
If they want to come do a tour, call Vincent up, get a tour, and tell them to make me the best offer they can. They just tore down 400 rooms next door. We got 400 less rooms on this street and going to the airport. From the DoubleTree, got tore down, and DOT is going to build this huge
Overpass.
hub that's going to be a direct connection to the airport with buses and all kinds of people traveling. So, there's a lot of upside in this hotel, okay?
that's pretty cool.
So
I know
basically,
most of the-
they need to come over here and do whatever it takes to get them to look at it and get us an offer and see what we can do. But, we like to just, get busy and do deals. Hey, look at this. Imitation vanilla flavor. Look at all the shit you gotta have when you're at a fucking restaurant. Mashed potatoes, grits, hot chocolate, cereal, syrups. Who needs all this shit? Oh my God, all this stuff you gotta spend money on. Artichoke hearts. I hate artichoke hearts.
I love artichoke hearts.
Good, take one home for you. Put it in your pocket. What else you wanna steal out of this joint? Oh shit, we get us some sweet chili sauce. My wife likes this.
Ooh, look at that. That looks good. That looks good.
All right, here we go. We got fish and chips. And you got cheeseburgers, and we have a salad.
Fall. Look at me sharing what we're falling.
You have any Scotch tape? Look what happened. It's for you. Go buy yourself a nice bottle of Ouzo.
Welcome to the future. This is the 2024 Rolls-Royce Spectre, and this is our first electric Rolls-Royce. Back in the 1900s, Rolls-Royce actually said electricity would be the perfect powertrain for our cars because there's no noise and no smell. So we have 584 horsepower and 660 foot-pound of torque.
Let's do it. We're going into the future. Instead of back to the future, we're going into the future. Question is, where's the button to close the door like the other ones?
Right here. So
It's not here no more.
No. For the passenger door, you just pull open and hold. That'll close your door. But for the driver, all I have to do is put my foot on the brake, and that'll close the door.
Ooh, look
Nice
at
little
that.
details.
He's got a foot button.
So there's a noise when it turns on, there's a noise when it turns off. All of these noises were actually made by the producer Hans Zimmer. I don't know if you've heard him from
Hans
some of the
Zimmer.
movies, Hans Zimmer. So we've got an electric motor up front, an electric motor in the
stars.
rear. We've got Starlit headliner, and more than that, we have the Starlit doors now. So have you driven electric cars before?
I've tested the Tesla.
You have? Okay, so you know, I mean, you put your foot into it, the thing snaps your head off.
Oh my God, oh my God.
This does not, because that would be very unlike a Rolls-Royce. A Rolls-Royce is meant to waft forward. It's not something that goes violently and tries to like just shoot you forward.
Let's see the turning radius. Look at that. This is a tight
Not
spot.
not even
Look at
over
that.
there.
He didn't even go in the next lane.
All right, ready?
All right. Oh my God.
It still walks.
It's got
It
boost.
does.
It's got
so
power.
it moves, but it's not shocking.
Right,
It's
it's
not
not-
snapping
yeah,
you back
yeah.
in the seat.
It's not.
And you can feel
right.
it building as
It
you
was
get
a
up
mild
too.
shock. It was.
Oh, you don't expect it from a Rolls-Royce, do you?
No. But it definitely felt like you can make that move.
For
You had
sure.
to make that move.
Yeah. So down at the bottom below us, we actually have a 120 kilowatt hour battery. And with that, it actually makes all of the noises underneath the car go away because it's so dense and heavy. But yeah, the silence, I mean, you can whisper and everyone can hear you doing 70 miles an hour.
Quiet. It's unbelievable. I can hear you.
So this is the quietest Rolls-Royce ever made, and it's not just because it's electric. It's because of all the other extra bits on it and 400 pounds of sound editing around the car. Generally, if you go to 100% charge, you're going to be looking around 290 miles of range for this, but of course, it'll vary depending on your driving.
Very nice.
It really is, yeah.
I mean, the beauty of these cars is you're not going to find this quality anywhere else. You know, you just feel like, you know, this is
This is
the
it.
top of the line
It's the pinnacle.
quality, and it lasts forever. People don't realize it. But yeah, you're going to spend more money up front, but in the long run, it's going to be the same thing of buying a bunch of cheap cars.
Yep.
And people never get that.
Yeah.
You know who he looks like from the side a lot? He looks like Tucker Carlson, the young version.
Me?
Yeah. He's like
I've never got that before,
on the
no
side.
kidding.
Like, I was talking to Tucker Carlson. I seen him in Vegas.
You
I just like,
should put a picture of me talking.
hey, it's Tucker Carlson's son you didn't know you had. Oh, wait. The door opens by itself,
So,
assisted.
let me show you. There's two steps. First, pops it open. The idea there being that you don't know what's out there, you can kind of take a look and make sure you're not going to hit something. Then you hold it open until it gets to the point you want, and you let it go. And also, another neat little thing is there's actually a gyro sensor in there too, so if you're on a hill, it'll sense that and it'll open the door at the same speed regardless of if it's going downhill or uphill. Because these are big doors, you don't want
Yeah,
to
they're heavy
swing it open,
doors,
hitting
right.
things. So
They didn't forget about rainy days. Look at that. The umbrella, baby. Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice.
So just hop on in. and then put your foot on the brake, and that'll close the door.
Oh, shit. I feel like I'm as fat as Neil. 1, 2, 3.
Just like that.
Look at that, baby.
Right? That's luxury.
That's luxury.
We get our welcome noise, and that tells you it's ready.
I might plug that welcome noise into my bedroom, so I'll feel more welcome.
When you wake up in the morning, get Hans Zimmer to make some noises.
Oh, when I come home at night. That's smooth. Come on out, you know, we're only a Rolls-Royce, you know. Let me put the seatbelt on. The bell, I actually like the bell, but it annoys everybody else.
Yeah.
Clear on the right.
Yep.
March. Oh, better hurry. We better hurry. Ooh, that was
Not
hurry.
a problem, right?
That was serious.
Go right here.
That was serious pickup.
It really is.
That was really serious for a car like this.
Yeah. It's still smooth, but it definitely gets to it much quicker than most cars.
How much does it weigh?
6,600, well, technically 6,564 pounds.
Very nice handling. Oh my God, look at that. You turn right into the lane without having to go out and compensate for that. It seems like the emblem is now more low profile and it doesn't distort your view in any way.
It's exactly right. For Spectre, we actually changed the look of the Spirit of Ecstasy and made it a little bit lower and more aerodynamic. It's
Can I
actually,
get the crystal one?
of course, crystal, gold, we have options.
I've seen them in crystal.
Yeah?
I think it's just
I saw a
Swarovski.
gold on a Phantom recently where they'll offer it in 24 karat gold. That's one you want to absolutely make sure that the function is working, where if someone tries to take it, it sucks
Yeah.
itself back down.
Pretty cool car, isn't it?
You know what
Come
he
on,
did?
tell the truth, man.
You know what he did
Was this
before
nice
he sold
or what?
cars, right? He worked in a funeral parlor.
How'd you like driving it?
I think this car was absolutely,
Isn't it,
it's like going into the future.
isn't it amazing?
It was the power behind it, the comfort, the drive,
Oh,
the
it's got
control,
everything, yeah.
the turns. I mean, this is it. It doesn't get any better than this. Look at that. Voila, baby. Voila. This is what I like. Clean and simple. See those rims? Boy, those rims are sharp. I think we can get a body in
And
there.
under here, you'll have an emergency
I tested.
charging unit in case you're somewhere where you can't find one. So you'll always have a portable charging unit.
Very nice.
But the network of charging units throughout the country is just growing weekly
Like you.
and monthly. Yeah, thanks. You're not like you. You're shrinking.
If you had a good year or you want to treat yourself really good, somewhere in the neighborhood with a number 4 in front of it, meaning 400,000, you could be driving in the latest, greatest car that is made in the world. Thinking about doing a real estate deal? Get me on the phone. I have over 30 years experience and have bought and sold over $1 billion worth of real estate. You can get me on the phone, you can have a private meeting, and we can even do lunch, baby. Go to benmal.com/shop and book a consult today. We ain't hit 1 million yet. Go tell somebody to subscribe. Check out our sponsor, Aura, and adios, amigos.